P is proportional, and that's inversely proportional to the square of the radius. Make sure you read these sentences carefully. So first of all, I'm going to write this in proportionality language. So P is proportional to, and remember, if it's inversely proportional, we write 1 over the square of the radius, which is r squared. And remember, we can now change that into an equation, which is P equals, now what we always do is we take this and we multiply that by k, so k times 1 over r squared, but that can be written as k over r squared. So P is equal to k over r squared. Now that's the formula that we want, it's just that we need to find out what k is. We're asked for a formula for P in terms of r, so there mustn't be any other letters there. So I'm now going to find out what k is. Now if I substitute in 22.5 and 2 into this, so instead of P I'm going to write 22.5, and then instead of R I'm going to write 2, so the bottom becomes 2 squared, which is obviously just 4, so 22.5 is equal to K divided by 4. If I want to find out what K is, I'm going to multiply through by 4, multiply this side by 4, I get 90, and if I multiply the right hand side by 4 I get just K, so K is 90. So my equation then, going back to this stage but replacing K with 90, the formula that I'm looking for is P equals 90 divided by R squared. Okay, the next thing says calculate the value of P when R is 1.5. So I'm going to use this equation here, and all I need to do is replace R with 1.5. So P is going to be 90 divided by 1.5 squared, and that's the same as 90 divided by 2.25. And if you work that out, it comes out as 40. So P is 40. Then it says calculate the value of R when P is 10. So back to this same equation. So instead of P now, I can write 10. So 10 is equal to 90 over R squared. Now we need to find out what R squared is first. I'm going to multiply by R squared. So the left-hand side becomes 10R squared. The right-hand side, because the R squareds will have disappeared, we've got just 90. If I now divide both sides by 10, R squared is going to be 90 divided by 10. Well, that's 9. And if R squared is equal to 9, then it means that R is going to be, now we could say plus or minus 9, two possible answers here, but R is the radius of a pipe. You can't have a negative radius, so R must be 3.